Hi, it's Lily, and I just wanted to get on here quickly and talk about what it's like when you do lose your fire for God. And that's where I've been going through, to be honest with you, the last few months. I was so on fire for God, like October, and that was when I had gone through so much spiritual warfare, so much opposition from the enemy, which made me that when you have that much opposition, I had to be on fire then. And I was in America. I was getting prophecy from church, and God was so gracious on my life at that time. And God has blessed me so much even since then. So much. But also He's revealed to me so many things and shown me so much about who I am. And that's been really, really painful. It's really the process of knowing God and drawing close to God. We aren't always taught, or it's not talked about very often. It has how painful it is to see yourself, to see your sinful nature. The world tells us always to focus on the positive. Don't think about the negative. It's like people don't want to look at their sins. But as a Christian and getting to know God, you have to see yourself. You see yourself in comparison to how holy and perfect God is. And the struggles I've been going through, which just lack of obedience, gluttony, laziness. I mean, the list really goes on. And because this has been revealed to me, vanity, pride, false humility, it's made me not even want to draw close to God, honestly. And it's caused me seeing myself how I am, the truth of myself, has made me turn from God. Not outright, not compared to I'm not sinning in a blatant way, but it's been really a struggle to read the Bible every day. I'll go through periods where I'll read the few chapters in the Bible and then I'll just stop. And I've been addicted to YouTube, or it's been so hard to listen to worship music. I've just started listening to worship music again this week, but I went through a couple months or so where I wasn't listening to worship music. And like I said in my last video about my restaurant, it's been so struggling, and I'm pregnant through the morning sickness. I haven't even been able to be there because had so many food aversions and triggers to the food. So much has been happening in my life where God is just showing me stripping the layers of myself, stripping even outwardly, taking this realizing that I have to let this restaurant go. And with the frustrating or confusing part is that God had told me to reopen the restaurant as a new concept, a new brand. So I put all of this energy into it. And through that time of reopening the restaurant, it was I was kind of falling back into my old habits, because that's what worked before when I opened a restaurant before. And just putting myself out there on social media, having my mind really focused on food, because that's what you have to do when you own a business or own a restaurant and you're doing the menu. And that was all a distraction from God. So I can see how God is taking this now from me, because it's not helping me. And I know He has a bigger plan for me, but it's like getting a big slice of humble pie. And it's you guys, I know you can relate to what I'm saying. Being given humility, you just want to hide under a rock sometimes. Someone commented before on another video about how God is taking the restaurant from me because He has bigger plans and with ministry. And I know that's why I've been called back, because the restaurant's failed. Well, it hasn't failed completely yet. Well, it has, but we haven't sold it or figured out exactly what we're going to do with it yet. But that's inspired me, that pushed me to get back onto YouTube to do something, with my life. And So I guess in that way, it's been good. And it's also caused me to like get closer to this edge. I feel like I could see this like in the supernatural, like I'm walking on this edge where I have to just be completely have complete faith that God is going to provide for me, and that this is the season where a new chapter in my life where he wants me to be. And on top of all this, on a new point, like it's been the coronavirus, it's been going on for the last few weeks here. I've been so consumed with that, and which has given me anxiety and fear. And I know, like in my heart, that I'm protected, but still, it's like when you see what's happening, and I guess I'm a watchman in some ways, even though God's never specifically told me that. I can see how in my life, like, because I've loved the truth so much, like I've known things before a lot of people, most people know them. And I knew that this virus was bad from the beginning, and it's going to have a huge impact on Thailand. They're not reporting the right numbers. I know that because we get so many Chinese tourists here, and they haven't done any type of travel ban to stop the tourists from coming in from China, and they get free visas on arrival. So it's gonna get bad in Thailand, and I'm here. I know I'm here for a reason, and I know I'm gonna continue to do God's work here. Well, the plan is right now, like me and my husband, we're gonna try to get rid of the restaurant and move from the island, where we live on a really touristy island here in Thailand, and go to the mainland, to his hometown village. It's mostly Thai. There might be like 10 other expat foreigners that live there, but I'll be living like a Thai life, a more simple life, and I'm ready for that. I'm ready for a change. I've been here like too long on this island. I'm like, just feel so heavy here, and I just need something new. And I'm gonna see where that takes me. And maybe I hope that me and my husband could do some evangelism there. The Thai people are actually a lot more open to hearing the gospel and hearing about Jesus. They don't have an antichrist spirit like most Europeans have. The island I live here on is mostly European, and it's just, I have no community right now to talk about. I've been really ostracized from my community here, so it's just more proof, more fire to get off the island and realize this is no longer the place where I need to be. So tomorrow we're going to his hometown just to pay a visit, maybe look at some homes for rent. It's a lot cheaper there. Everything's cheaper there. So I'm just gonna be living a simpler life and focusing on these YouTube videos and trying my best, seeking God more, so I can use this ministry and this platform that I have on YouTube to spread God's word and spread the good news in Thailand with all this bad news of this virus. It's time for me to focus on the good news of the gospel. Thank you all so much for listening. I'm gonna maybe try to do a vlog of our time there in Lang Son, Champon, Thailand. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you all for your support, for your prayers, for your comments. If you're going through something similar that I've been going through, comment below, and please like the video. God bless you all.